Hello friends, welcome back. In this video, we are going to start off with our weather application. So first, we will create a very clean project. For that, let's go to File and we need to click on New Window. And let's close this. So here we need to open the terminal. So to open the terminal, we need to press Control and backtick key. Backtick key is above the tab key. And I'll create a folder in my desktop. So let's go to desktop. So cd desktop. And here I'll create a project. To create a project, I will use npx create react app, and the name of my application will be weather app, and I'll press enter. So this will take time. So it will install all the packages like React, React DOM, and React Script. So let's wait for a while. So now our project has been created. Now let's go to the folder. So let's click on open folder, and I'll select the project name weather app, and I'll click on open. And now again we need to open the terminal. So for that I will press Control and backtick key, and here I'll write npm start. So our project has been started. Now let's open a new tab, and here we need to write weatherbit.io, and this is the API which we are going to use to fetch the real weather data. Now we need to click on features, and we need to click on view documentation for 16 days forecast. So let's click on view documentation, and if I scroll down, so let's copy this URL and let's open a new tab and paste it here, and let's remove the API key, and here I'll write Mumbai, and let's enter. So it says API key is required. So let's go back to weatherbit.io, and here we need to click on pricing, and we need to sign up a free account. So let's click on sign up. So I have already registered with weatherbit.io. You need to add the information and create the account. I have already created account, so I'll just click on login, and here I will write my credentials. So let's copy this API key, and let's go back to the URL, and here I need to write and key equals to, and let's paste the API key, and let's hit enter. So we get some JSON data here. Please don't use this API key because I'm going to delete once the project is completed. So please sign up for this account and you can use your own API key. It is totally free. You don't have to pay anything. Once we get this data, so let's copy this data and let's format it. So we need to go to a new tab, and here I'll write JSON formatter. And this is the first link which we need. And let's paste it here, and let's click on process. So once you click on process, you will get a formatted data which looks much better than this one. Let's go back to JSON format website. So we have a lot of information here. So let's check what we have. So it shows, so let's see what we have. So we have max temperature, we have low temperature, we have minimum temperature, and we have date time. Then we have weather property in which we have icon. So what is this icon? So you can see it says C04D. So what is this? So let's go back to our weatherbit.io and let's click on API doc and let's click on API documentation. And if we scroll down, so let's click on this documentation for forecast API 16 days. And here we need to scroll down. And this is the weather property where you can see icon. Let's click on this weather icon code. And here are all the images of icons. So the image which we saw was C04D. So this is the icon which we saw. So let's click here and let's click on open image in new tab. So this is the URL for this icon. So we can use this image to show in our application. So how can we use this image? We can use this image by using this URL. So we don't need any API key to use this image. So we are quite lucky for this. So using this API, we will be able to access minimum and maximum temperature of the next 5 days. And we will also have a very beautiful icons here. So we can use in our application to make it a bit nicer. So this is all about WeatherBit API. So this is something we are going to use in our application. So we are going to make all through this WeatherBit API. Now let's go back to Visual Studio Code and now let's open the SRC folder and we will do some cleanup. So let's delete the file which we don't require. So let's delete logo.svg because we don't require this. So let's delete it. Then we need to go to index.css. We don't require this file, so let's delete this file as well. Then let's click on app.test.js. Let's delete this file as well. We don't require. Then let's go to app.css. So this CSS I'm not going to delete right now because I'm going to overwrite some CSS here. So let's keep this as it is. Then we need to go to index.js and here we need to delete this because we have deleted index.css. So let's remove this and let's save this file. Now let's go to app.js and here we need to delete logo.svg as we have deleted logo.svg, so we will remove this path and let's save this and let's remove the entire div here and let's return a simple div which says hello weather app and let's save this. Let me minimize this and now let's go to the browser and check. So as you can see, we have successfully printed out hello weather app. So before we close this lecture, let's go back to Visual Studio Code and in SRC folder, we will create a new folder with the name config and inside we will create a new file which is index.js and here we will create two variables, one for the API key and one for the base URL. So let's create it const and the variable name will be API key which is equal to, let's go back to the browser and let's copy the API key. So let's click on login and here we need to sign in and this is the API key which we required. So let's copy this and let's go to Visual Studio Code and here I need to paste it and we need to export this variable so that we can use it in other component. Okay, then we need to create one more variable with the name const base URL which is equal to, and now let's go back to the browser. So what is the base URL? So the base URL is, let's go to the API doc, click on API documentation and we need to go to forecast API 16 days. Let's click on documentation, and this is the base URL. Okay, so sorry, this is the base URL, https api.weatherbit.io. Let's copy this and let's copy this much, and let's go back to Visual Studio Code, and here we need to paste it. Let's save this file. So this is it. We have successfully set up our project. This is it for this lecture, and I'll see you in the next video. If you have not subscribed to my channel, then please subscribe it, and please share, like, and comment. So till then, take care and bye bye.